It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel, whose utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the 49ers and the Raiders, and it's all up next.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this down to the 40. They'll drop to throw. Caught by Mayer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
We can't have that.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Hey,
Jacobs. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Raiders defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here. Purdy under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action. Now Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, it's Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. A little juke, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Purdy looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Will be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. At the Raiders' 43-yard line. Purdy bootlegging it. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the 49ers are back within a score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. 1st down, Raiders.
Check. Go quick. Run. Let go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Purdy now to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Purdy to throw it on first down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the 49ers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Taken in at the 11. Able to push his way through. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player. And he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things. And he incorporated that into his route running.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We will begin out at State Farm Stadium, Carolina, matching up with Arizona. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Jonathan Mingo with a touchdown catch from Bryce Young. From there, we head up to Kansas City, check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jahan Dotson, a touchdown reception. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out for the second half. Time for us to go back to Levi Stadium as we'll hand it back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down the defense.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. This is McCaffrey on the give. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. That is caught by the tight end killer. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Rolling to his right. And that's complete to the kick. Now the ball comes loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves starting to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Hey, check that.
They'll start with the option. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Come on. Hey.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now a dump off here complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
13 yards. And the Raider first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Back now here in Santa Clara. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it. And don't...
Touchdown Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Purdy. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Purdy looking to throw. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. McCaffrey running up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On third down, here's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before, and now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now London down 27-21, 2:18 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution, everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wear down the other defense. We'll see. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll come up. 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. We've seen some long field goals to win games, and they've got to give their kicker a chance here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. This from long, very long range. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And that will write a finish to this ball game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being